Hello, everyone, and welcome to Conversations with Shawna show. Today, I have an exciting guest with me, and I can't wait to dive into this conversation. And for those of you who are joining us live, say hi, let me know you're here. And those of you on the replay, give us a hashtag replay so we can shout out later and say hi. And for those of you coming in from the Powerhouse Women group, Women Empowering Women, make sure you click the StreamYard link above so we can see who you are in your comments and engage with you. And for those of you who have not met me yet, my name is Shawna Roche, and I'm a transformational coach. And I work with my clients and my customers through fear, doubt, and uncertainty into love, expansion, and possibilities. So, having said that, here's our guest today, and I'm so excited to introduce her, Khrystel Pigeon. Hi, Khrystel, and thank you for joining me.
Hi, thank you so much for having me. Khrystel Pigeon, though. I'm
Pigeon.
French,
Oh,
so it's pronounced Pigeon.
Pigeon. Oh, okay. Pigeon.
Okay.
Oh, I love it. Yes, French. There you go. One of my dear friends
Yeah.
from Montreal. So,
Oh,
yay.
nice.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Awesome. Sorry, I said it wrong. So, I just
That's
wanted to
okay.
give you a little introduction, my dears. So, for those of you, Khrystel is an online fitness transformation coach. She herself has lost 60 pounds after after she had her daughter, and totally transformed her body, her life, and she helps others to do the same. And she's very passionate about bringing health and healing to others on a deep and personal level. And I'm so excited because she's here today to tell us her story and what she's been through. And she's here to inspire others to take charge of their own lives and become the person they really want to be deep down inside and live the life that they deserve. So, welcome again and thank you. I can't wait to hear your story.
Thank you so much for having me. I appreciate it. So excited to be here, and hopefully, my story will motivate and inspire others who might be stuck or in a bad situation right now. I did also share my story a little bit a couple weeks ago on my Facebook page, so feel free to head over there at a later date, Khrystel R. Pigeon. But basically, what happened was I was working in accounting for a few years after having my daughter, single parent, wasn't really finding it super fulfilling. And then I was in a near death car crash and I was rear-ended and the car went spinning and then it flipped over and I was just hanging there. My life really flashed before my eyes and I just felt like I'm not done yet. I'm here to do more than what I was doing. Accounting was not very fulfilling or meaningful for me. And it really just made me look at life differently. I healed quite quickly, thanks to the about amount of muscle that I have. They said my muscle helped to cushion and absorb the impact. So I really had no idea that being strong and having more muscle mass could literally save your life. So I really was hardly injured, shockingly, even though they had to flip the car back over and, it was very difficult to get me out of there. I did heal quite quickly. I was back to my workouts in a few weeks, slowly, with the guidance of a physiotherapist and massage therapist after that. And really just started thinking like, I love working out, I love health and fitness. It's very meaningful and passionate um, hobby of mine since I was 15, and just started making friends and talking to people at the gym and thought to myself, you know what, like I could do this for a job and really enjoy myself so much more than accounting. And so that's when I decided to take the road less traveled. All my friends and family thought I was crazy for leaving a lucrative accounting career to become a personal trainer at the time. But I really had to follow my heart, and it just felt right to me, and I've never looked back since. And that was over 6 years ago. And then I got into coaching and mentorship over 4 years ago because I found that, even though the workout can definitely be a challenge, if you're doing it right, that's the fun part, that's the easy part. I found what people really tend to struggle the most with is those permanent lifestyle changes, how to make sure that it's something that they really stick to the rest of their life, how to eat properly, how to live beyond motivation. So yeah, it's been quite a journey for me, and I transitioned into self-employment fully just about 6 to 9 months ago, earlier this year, as a result of COVID. The gym asked for me to come back, and I decided no, that I wanted to again follow my heart, work for myself, be my own boss, and work with people all over the world. So it's been really amazing to meet people such as yourself that I would have never met if it weren't for social media. So it's been quite a blessing in disguise for my family and I, and it's very meaningful work to really help people to achieve the permanent long-term results that each of us deserve to really not just look our best, but more importantly, feel our best on the inside.
I love that. So I'm just gonna turn that down a bit. I love that you said that because it is it is so challenging to even like you said, get into a workout routine, and then it's easy to
Hmm.
fall out of the routine, and then
Oh
never
yeah.
mind eating and healthy and all the other stuff, and then having
Hmm.
someone like yourself. I think with the transformation and the coaching, it goes hand
Hmm.
in hand.
For sure. For sure, definitely. So, I'm not somebody that's grown up, always been thin, in shape my whole life. I have had periods where I struggled, especially as a teenager. And then after having my daughter, I did get up to 220 pounds. And then that's when I really decided to make a change. And it did take me 3 years to lose 60 pounds. But I think what's more important than how fast the weight comes off is really learning how to do it in a way that's sustainable and enjoyable. Because everybody can lose weight, but keeping it off and making it a real lifestyle change, I find that's really the trickiest part. And treating people as cookie cutter, treating everybody the same, it doesn't work. What people really need, and I find even myself as well, we thrive the best when we have extra support and accountability along with something that's customized and it's higher level put together with us and our body anatomy and our goals and lifestyle in mind. Makes it a lot easier to put in the work when you know for sure, okay, this is going to work, this is the straight line to success, and you're not trying to do it on your own and try to figure it out on your own, because we're not really taught, unfortunately, how to work out for our goals, how to eat for our body anatomy, our lifestyle, how to make it a long-term habit. The fact is the government and the pharmaceutical companies are making a killing off of people being unhealthy, unfit, and unhappy, and just prescribing pill after pill, which is just a band-aid. It never really solves the heart of the issue. So I'm looking more at prevention than, uh, you know, reactionary measures.
Yeah. I so many things thoughts were going on as you were talking because I've seen programs and I've done programs in the past where they have been cookie cutter. And I love that you said that. And let's talk about that a little bit more because we are all so different. There's an
Mhm.
I know you know more than I do because I'm not a professional. I'm not a trainer when it comes to this. But as far as like your
Yeah.
body, you're even like you're sleeping, you're eating, like everything.
It's all related.
Mhm.
Definitely. Definitely. And I think now with the pandemic and quarantine, people are really looking at their overall wellness, not just their physical well-being, but their overall wellness more than ever, and looking at like how can I be not just healthier but happier, and really learn how to love myself, to be more confident, and to really enjoy the process. Because if it's a chore, none of us like doing chores. So, when you know that it's put together for you, it's definitely a lot easier to put in the work. And even myself as a coach, I've worked with lots of coaches. And for anybody that's self employed, you got to look at it. Would you rather invest in your own dreams and your own goals and show yourself that you believe in yourself? right? And have extra tax write-offs? Or do you want to pay the government extra money next year because you were too worried about spending the money on yourself? You didn't feel worthy, right? So you got to also look at investing in yourself as putting money in your own pocket. And yeah, you just get so much further ahead because, we all have different body anatomies. We've got different injuries, areas of weakness, whether we have a desk job or a job on our feet. We have areas that we want to target, which could be the booty for some of us ladies, booty and thigh. Men could be upper body. All of us want to work on trimming the waist as well. And there's a lot more to it than you would think to lose inches on the waist, which is definitely an area that's a red flag of concern. Health wise, if our waistline is bigger, is definitely more dangerous for our health. And I think now with COVID, people are finally discovering and realizing that, hey, I don't feel as good as I ought to, and I deserve to feel better. I deserve to feel good. There's a lot going on out there that we can't control, but we can control taking proper care of ourselves and prioritizing our self care. And being so cut off from others is really damaging for our mental health. So, this is also a great way to stay connected, to have a community of like minded individuals, and to have somebody who believes in you, who's in your corner, who's got your back, somebody you can talk to and you can turn to, that you can trust, that knows what to do and how to problem solve, and is never going to judge you or put you down for anything. Because I think that's important too, is to be connected and to have people that we trust, because we are like the five people we spend the most time with. So we do want to choose wisely and have people in our life that bring out the best in us. So that's what I'm after, is bringing out the best in others and bringing others healing on a deep and personal level, for sure.
That is so I love the way you kind of wrapped it all up. Like it's like all encompassing, and it makes, I don't know, it just makes me happy inside, because it's so awesome to see the transformation and hearing your story and what you've done. And I've seen some of your pictures. Oh my God, they're amazing, girl.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Me
And it's
too.
really impressive, because I do know what kind of work it goes into on a regular
Mhm.
basis. I have a sister-in-law who's a personal trainer, and she does these
Nice.
pony competitions too, right, in Edmonton.
Mhm.
But anyway, she doesn't do it online or anything. She has a few live clients, and that's what she likes doing. But every time I look at her, I'm just like, she always seems to be getting ready for a competition, and so
Mhm.
it's crazy,
Nice.
just that aspect of it. But with her, it's like that's what she teaches, the nutrition and then the body side of it. But for you,
Yeah.
you're bringing everything here, because it is the mindset. It is the
Mhm.
board. It is the belief system. It's
Mhm.
understanding that, okay, I can do this. And especially if you've tried stuff in the past and you haven't succeeded, then that can sit in the back of your mind. And being able to get over those hurdles, and knowing that with the
Mhm.
right coach and working with someone like yourself, it makes it,
Mhm.
it's like, okay, I can do this time. I do have the support. I have somebody I've connected with. And I think that's so important, especially with everything going on, and the fact that you're doing this from home. So when you work with your clients, um,
Mhm.
I assume you go through like a discovery process with them, some
Mhm.
interaction, then you
Mhm.
put together.
Mhm. Mhm. For sure, definitely. So it's much higher level, more strategic, because I find that yes, the workout could definitely be a challenge. That's 1 hour of the day, maybe 2, 3 hours a week at the most for most people. Some people it's only a half an hour twice a week. I have the rare client that trains 4, 5, 6 days a week, not very many. And it's really about not even just about the workout and targeting each person's body anatomy and keeping in mind their lifestyle and their preferences so that they actually enjoy their workout. But I find it's the other 23 hours of the day that people really struggle with. really their own limiting beliefs, really holding themselves back in what they think they can't or can't do because they've been living the same way for so long that people almost get used to, feeling like crap and have a hard time realizing and knowing that we all deserve to feel great inside and out because the outside is really just a reflection of what's going on the inside. So I do usually have most of my clients have weekly coaching calls where we check in, we touch base, and it's absolutely amazing. And, it's a lot of fun. I'm a very visual person, so I do like to use Zoom and do a screen share with the video on so we can see each other and so they can see what I'm talking about. And I find that connection really helps to improve both of our quality of life, to look forward to seeing each other, look forward to connecting, having an open and honest conversation about where they're at, what's working, celebrate successes. You got to really celebrate even just the smallest things. I'm a big believer in that. And then problem solving to overcome any obstacles that might come our way because life is full of challenges. Life is not easy. It's not like Cinderella and you ride off into the sunset like we're led to believe growing up. There's so much more than that. And my goal with my clients is to really teach them the skills and the tools and the ways of thinking so that they never need another personal trainer again and they never need another coach. And they just finally learn what works for them and they're able to be consistent and they're committed and they don't even need motivation and they just finally figure out what works and just kind of make it like brushing your teeth where it's like second nature and you don't really think twice about it, you just do it.
It becomes automatic.
Which takes time. Some people take longer than others, which is okay too. So I think it's important to be realistic. Everything these days is instant this, skip the dishes that, right? We're so used to getting things on demand. But when it comes to our health and fitness, I do believe slow and steady wins the race, really focusing on small baby steps, one day at a time, one rep at a time, and knowing that it's not important how long it takes to get there, but to enjoy the journey and know that once you have achieved your goals, you're going to be able to keep it because you're really learning those long-term strategies that are going to really keep us there and then build forward from there.
I love that you said that because that's what it's about. I mean, my weight's been up and down my entire life ever since I was a kid. And there's times where I was on a weightlifting team in high school, and then I was like big
Right.
into weight years, and then I kind of went sideways. So it is I love that you said a long-term strategy because I have worked with different coaches and
hmm
I've done different weight loss products and whatever, right? And it's
hmm
been good for a while, but it is just
Yeah.
that long-term strategy and the routines and the mindset that it just
Yes.
key. And I think you were talking about like short term, like it's also, yes, I want it now, 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 but
hmm
we don't about that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
And yeah, for sure. It's a journey.
Mhm.
If it was easy, everybody would be doing it. But I think nowadays people are more open minded to online solutions to their problems and realizing that, hey, maybe it's not personal training that I need. Maybe I don't need a trainer to stand over me and push me into the ground because I'm not going to do that once I'm done the sessions. I'm not going to be doing those kind of workouts we were doing together. I don't even know how to set it up. Right. And so then they return back to how they were. So this is more about a permanent solution and it's very customized. So I don't work with a lot of people because I do provide a high level of support, but the people that I do work with are family to me. And quite often my clients do end up renewing and staying with me longer just because they enjoy, working with me so much. And, I'm okay with that too. All right. We're all going to spend money and we can always make more money, but we can never get back the time and the years that we've wasted living below our potential and feeling bad about ourselves or whatever, because when there's one thing in our life lacking, there's no way it can't affect other areas. So it's a ripple effect. And when you can take control of this one area and really learn how to dominate your health and fitness, it's going to have huge implications for the rest of our lives, without a doubt, to really build confidence and prove to ourselves that, yeah, we can do anything we set our mind to. And if there's obstacles and problems that come up, that's okay. Failure is learning how to do it better next time, right?
Yeah, I love that. Programs that you what are they? Do you have like a 3 month, 6 month, 1 year? Like, do you have certain timelines that you put together? Like, how do your packages work?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so it really depends on the person and what they need, but I do find for most people it's 3 months minimum. I find for optimal results, it can be 6 months to a year, just to really give ourselves the chance to really enjoy the process and really take it slow and not add extra stress onto ourselves, to really just get into a really good routine, which takes a minimum of 21 days to build a healthy habit. And I know for myself, I'm a slow learner. I don't catch on right away. I have to hear the same thing over and over. I have to do the same thing. I need repetition. I need it pounded in my head. I got to take notes. I got to highlight, underline, circle, star. That's me. And I find a lot of people are like that. So yeah, it can definitely take 6 to 9 months. I worked with my coach for my online business for 9 months, and it was the best decision I ever made. It was the best investment I ever made, and I'm very happy with what I've achieved in that period of time, and knowing that I'm going to have some good write-offs next year, and maybe I'll even get some money back from the government. So, there's no better investment in ourselves, and the packages really do depend person to person because it's really customized. So, it's very flexible. Some people don't need as much support and accountability. So, obviously, the investment's lower in that case. But I do like to offer my clients the highest level of support and accountability, and then go from there to see person to person, what the best way to go is. So my program is called Train and Transform, and it's all about transforming from the inside out to learn how to love ourselves and get strong as hell. And I'm actually working on my first course right now, which is going to be starting on Monday in my Facebook group. So I'm really, really excited about that. There are still a couple of free spots left, shockingly, because I decided to offer the first 5 spots for free. And then it's $19 valued at $579 for the 3 days, which will be live coaching sessions. And the people that can't join live can always watch the replays as well. So it'll be at 5 p.m. PST, Pacific Standard Time, because I'm on the West Coast in Vancouver, BC. So Monday, we'll be going over how to dominate stress, because I know everybody's under a lot of stress. Let's face it, this pandemic is a huge stressor. It's a huge worry for all of us, whether we like it or not. And we don't know how long it's here to stay. So we better get used to it. It's our new normal, and learn how to cope more effectively. And then Tuesday will be all about my secret metabolic reboot system, and really learning how to improve our immune system, because immunity is another huge topic right now. Everybody really wants to protect themselves as much as possible from this disease. So, this is going to be about really getting our immune system functioning at its highest level. And then Wednesday will be on tips for self confidence and self love, because I find a lot of people I talk to don't feel good about themselves. They're really mean to themselves. They have a hard time really loving themselves. They don't know where to start with that, and how to really feel confident and know that they're a good person. Each of us, we're a good person inside and out. doesn't matter what the outside look like. That's just a reflection of the inside, right? But we all deserve to feel confident and to love ourselves no matter what.
Mhm. Aw, I love that. I love that part because that's huge. That's such a big part. Yeah, yeah. I've done a lot of work on that myself. So I love that that's part of your program because it's so beautiful and it's so needed. And so continue, go on. I love that you're adding that into it because I think that is such a key component.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Yes, it's very meaningful work that I'm doing. It's very passionate. It's not about the money for me in any shape or form. It's about the lives and the people, who really need that true transformation from the inside out. So I believe I'm doing God's work, that He saved me from that near death car crash to do what I'm doing now. So I am very passionate about what I do and absolutely love my clients so much. And I also love talking to new people, meeting new people. So grateful to meet you here on Facebook. I mean, what are the chances going to the grocery store we'd ever run into each other? Never, right? Or that we'd
Exactly.
meet that person who could change our life, right? Is it's hard to come by. So I love how social media helps us to connect with like-minded people and people with the same interests and the same values. And I think now more than ever, connecting online is very important for our mental health. We can still be social, right? Without having the physical distance, we can still feel cared for and feel special and connect with others. And we do live longer. We have a longer, healthier life when we're more connected and we have a support system. So I hope the older people out there that they're hopefully getting more into social media and connecting online so that they're not going to die sooner than they need to because they're so cut off and they can't see their family and can't go anywhere, can't have any visitors. So I am worried about the senior population, especially. I'm not going to lie. So yeah, praying for all of us for sure.
Yeah, me too. I love that you said that. My mom's on social media now. She has her few friends she connects with, and it's really cute because she's found some people from high school, and so it's help. It's really funny. Yeah, she's just like, I remember this.
Yeah,
And people from like grade one. I'm like, I don't even remember my grade one. It's
yeah,
like,
I don't remember either.
I'm like,
But that's cool though. That's
yeah.
awesome. That's a connection. And it could end up being very deep and meaningful. It could end up being your next best friend. You lose a lot of friends, I find as well, through this quarantine. People drop off and you don't know if they're doing well or if they're not doing well, and it's sad. There's a grief over the friendships and the people that we were used to seeing before, to lose that. But we can create new connections and we can make new friendships that are maybe even better and more aligned than what they were before.
Yeah. And I love that you said more aligned because that's the nice part too. I mean, there are a lot of us, there's a lot of coaches and I just think there's not enough in the world because if you think of the whole
Hmm.
population, right? There's so much good that we're all doing and
For
inspiring
sure.
the world. And I just love and I'm excited to share this how you've just encompassed everything. It is so beautiful. And I want to put your links in here too. So afterwards we'll add your links so people connect with
Thank
you and
you.
program. And
Thank you.
also, you're very welcome, my dear. And also, is there like a nutrition part of this? Do you do some meal planning or is that
Oh
something separate?
yeah, for sure. Definitely. I cover all the bases. I leave no stone unturned. And in my Facebook group, which is free, Strong is Sexy Mastermind, I actually did the last 2 weeks. I did my first two cooking classes, and the replays are up. So if you guys are not sure what to eat and you want a healthy and delicious lean sculpting recipe to make, you can definitely join my group and follow along to the replay. We made the fajita slow cooker, kind of like a chili variation recipe, very delicious, quick, easy, lazy meal. And then last week we made a carrot cake protein oatmeal recipe, which I've been eating every day now, and it's absolutely delicious. So yeah, I do find that a lot of people are not sure what to eat, how much to eat, when to eat, how can I eat healthy, right? Healthy doesn't necessarily equate to results, I find quite often, but also still including some of our favorite food that might not be healthy, right? So my approach is more flexible dieting. I don't believe in giving up anything, because the more we tell ourselves we can't have something, the more we want it. So I do teach my clients how to indulge and to still balance out their eating so they can still see the results that they deserve.
That is so perfect. That's exactly it. As soon as you're told you can't have that, you just go
Mhm.
like, I want it.
You want it more. Yeah. Well, like little kids, don't do that. We hear, do that. Don't eat that ice cream. Eat that ice cream.
Oh my goodness. I love it. I love it. Hello, there's a few people joining us. I just can't see your names. You're probably coming in from my women's group. For some reason, StreamYard just doesn't show names, but I'll go
Yeah.
back and say hi to you. So is there anything else you just want to wrap up with? Thank you so much. This has been amazing, Khrystel.
My pleasure. My pleasure. Thank you so much for having me on. I appreciate it so much, having the chance to share my story, and hopefully, people can identify with some parts of my story and know that they're not alone, that, that even if they're in hell right now, things can improve. You don't have to stay stuck. The best is yet to come as far as I'm concerned, and I'm on a mission to help at least 10 more people to transform from the inside out before the year is over, and start 2021 off on a good note ahead of the New Year's resolutioners. We can't control the pandemic and the government and what they decide to do and the rules that they make, but we can control taking proper care of ourselves. And I believe impacting the world in a positive way starts with each of us taking better care of ourselves and learning how to prioritize our self-care, and to really stop neglecting ourselves and stop putting ourselves on the burner, because we do deserve to feel amazing inside and out. And when you feel amazing on the inside, the outside will naturally reflect that over
Exactly.
time.
I love it. Love it. Thank you so much for being here. This is wonderful. And for those of you watching live, and hopefully before anybody watches the replay, I will put all of Khrystel's links in here so you can go and click on it and follow her and check out her course. And connect with.
Yay!
So thank you so much.
Pandemic thriving. Let's thrive, you guys. Let's thrive. No more surviving. Let's thrive. Let's make the best out of this.
Exactly. Thank you so much. Take care, everybody. Have a
My
wonderful day.
pleasure. Thank you. Peace.
Peace.